Right here on these few pieces of paper, I have the exact strategy that I'm using this year to make over $100,000 per month by selling digital products. And instead of just keeping it here for myself, I wanted to make this quick video here to explain to you what I'm doing and how you could potentially replicate it. Because in the world of selling digital products, most people think that you have to be an influencer or you have to be an expert on a certain subject to actually sell digital products. And if you don't know what digital products are, essentially they're products that can instantly be delivered to your customers, such as ebooks, guides, custom plans, templates, video courses, audio files. These are all digital products. And most people really just don't know the potential of what's really happening in the world right now, which is called the digital global transformation market, which is nearing over $1 billion per day. And I want to show you how you can get a piece of the pie with me by selling these types of products. Because if you genuinely want to start a business, an online business that you can run from anywhere, you want to start a business that sells digital products, not physical products. Because what happens when you start by selling physical products is you have a consistent cost of goods, which essentially means every time you make a sale, you're going to be paying a cost for that product plus the shipping times. With digital products, you don't really have to worry about that. And since the profit margins are so high, you don't really have to worry as much about having profitable ads because there's something called organic traffic hacks. But this isn't going to be my basic plan. This is going to be my full advanced strategy to really scaling digital products to the next level. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tanner Planis. I'm 22 years old, started my first online business selling physical products when I was 16 years old. And since then, I've evolved into many different models, scaling a couple businesses to over $1 million in sales. And now this year, we'll be making over $100,000 per month. And I'm gonna be honest here, I do still sell physical products. In fact, we have a ton of products in a warehouse in Florida that are being shipped out every single day. But those businesses where we have inventory, where we're shipping out products every day, running ads and building these brands, those don't pay me because those are more long-term plays that I started, and I'm not just going to give up on them just because I'm selling digital products right now. Instead, we're going to keep on building them. And even last year, I invested over 6 figures into these businesses and getting them to where we want them to be, but they haven't paid me $1 back, and they won't for a very long time because that's not the objective. Now, my digital product businesses, on the other hand, do pay me active cash flow every day, every week, every month to be able to pay for my expenses and for just living life, plus some of my longer term plans that I have. And breaking down how I'm making over $100,000 per month this year with digital products, there's two aspects here. So one is my digital product business that sells products that I'm not attached to at all. It's completely anonymous, selling products that solve a real life problem with a digital solution. And then the other hand is I have digital products for my own ventures that I make myself to help people starting their own online business. And I understand not everybody wants to be the face of a digital product or make something themselves because it is a lot of work. And what's great is that you don't have to do what I'm doing. Instead, you can actually take advantage of 3 main resources such as freelancers, PLR content, and even most popular right now, artificial intelligence to help you create, plan out, and write, and basically put everything together to have a digital product ready to sell that you didn't even have to make yourself or be an expert at the subject that it's on. And what I like to call this is digital dropshipping. So I want to explain how we're starting these from scratch and then scaling into what I'm talking about in this video, the $100,000 per month strategy. Because what you can do is start these businesses using one of the 3 resources I mentioned to get your digital product ready to go. And then instead of having to run ads, say instead if you're dropshipping physical products, you would have to run ads selling the same product as everybody else and just competing with the market. But what's great about digital products right now and digital dropshipping itself is that you can start with something called organic traffic hacks. So essentially what I've done is put together this strategy where you can start posting short form content on Instagram Reels and TikTok to be able to get your first proof of concept without having to run any ads. And when I say proof of concept, all I'm talking about is making your first sale without having to spend anything on ads, purely just tricking these social media platforms into giving you free views, free engagement, and ultimately free traffic and sales to your store. But after you make your proof of concept, your first sale, which we've had a ton of people get over the last week that they've posted in our free community, which I'll put a link to in the description, how do we get to these bigger numbers, more consistent sales, and real profit that can genuinely change your life forever? And the way I'm doing this is following this simple strategy here. So what we'll do once we have proof of concept that pretty much means that we've posted some organic videos, gotten some form of attention, and made our first sale. So we have some data. We can see that, okay, there's actually a market for this product and the niche that I'm in. So then what I like to do is take the highest performing videos from our organic page so far and then actually run that as an ad. And typically I'm starting off pretty simply. So if we have a video that's done very well on TikTok, for example, then I'm going to run the highest performing video as a TikTok ad. Now, for TikTok ads, the minimum daily ad group budget is $20 a day. So what I will do to maximize that daily minimum budget as a test is to take, instead of just the one video, take 2 to 3. If you have a few videos that have gotten more engagement than others, clearly, let's say your average views are 1,000, then you have 3 of them that have gotten 5,000 or more, then I would take those 3 and put those under the ad group at $20 a day. So when I talk about running those videos as an ad, I'm not talking about Spark ads, if you know what that is. All I'm talking about is using that exact video as your creative and then putting the call to action button as the link directly to your product page on your store. Because we know that, okay, these have already gotten attention organically, so now essentially we're just accelerating the process. Instead of being at the mercy of these platforms and hoping that one of our videos kind of goes viral, even though there's some proven strategies behind it, we can instead just spend some money to get it in front of people's eyes, no matter what the platform wants to do with our organic videos. And when you're running these ads, make sure that you're optimizing for complete payment. I see many people that are just starting out will make the mistake of optimizing for something such as link clicks, traffic, or video views or engagement. But what happens is when you use that as an objective, sure, you'll get a lot of views and engagement on your videos, on your ad, but TikTok is sending people there to your ad that are likely to engage doing that certain call to action, not people that are going to purchase. It's basically TikTok taking people that are known to like and comment on every single thing they see on TikTok and then send them to your ad. So you will get that. But when optimizing for complete payment, sure, your cost will rise a little bit of your cost per click and how much you're spending per 1,000 people you're reaching, but these are going to be more qualified and ideal customers that are going to be seeing your ad that will have a much higher chance of actually going to your product page and being interested. And if they like it enough, then they will purchase. And when it comes to the targeting, what you're going to be putting, no specific interest or detailed targeting, just leaving it open, choosing your country that you want to target, which I recommend if you're in the US, do US and Canada, depending on wherever else you may be, your local region. Let it run for 3 days to see what the results are and if it's something you want to continue to scale, and then go from there. And let's say I run that test campaign on TikTok ads for 3 days and I see a common result of, let's say, I'm slightly unprofitable. Let's say I spend $60 on ads and I have $40 in sales or $50 in sales. Then I'm not going to look at that and say, oh, that's unprofitable. I'm turning that off. No, what I'm going to do is look at that and say, this is amazing. Now I have even more sales, even more proof of concept. Okay, maybe I'm down $10, $20, but I'm selling digital products. My margins are already so high that I'm not losing any extra money aside from just what I'm spending on ads. That's more than my sales. So if I spend $60 on ads, $40 in sales, I'm down $20, not double that compared to if I was selling a physical product and had to pay to ship out and pay for the cost of that product to be actually produced. This is where we have a huge advantage. So there's a lot of ad strategies that I use, and if you want to learn more about them, just message me the word freedom on Instagram and I'll get you all the details of how you can learn more on what I'm doing inside of this business model. And the reason why most people give up on ads and don't see the results they want is because they think there's some type of magic button that they're missing that's not getting them the results they want. But the reality is that when it comes to advertising, your creatives are most important. You always want to be just changing your creatives, testing more creatives, which in TikTok ads form is going to be videos, if you're seeing something not working anymore. And when scaling ads, my simple statement is just doing more of what works and less of what doesn't. But let's say for an example, I'm selling something simple, a $25 Canva template for real estate agents for their social medias, and we're making a couple sales with our ads and we're just kind of getting the ball rolling and seeing some results. Maybe we're break even, okay? In this situation, how am I going to turn this into something more profitable? Let's say from my ads, I'm making 5 sales a day. 25 times 5 would be 125. So at $125 a day, just breaking even, not really making any profit, how can I basically just start making more profit? The first thing that comes to my mind and what I'm doing in this strategy to scale to over $100,000 per month this year with my digital product businesses is to actually increase the average order value. When it comes to dropshipping physical products, and over the past few years, what I see many people do, and what is a big mistake, is they have a product start to get some sales, and they just try and scale that one product as quick and as high as possible. But when you do that, you're going to run into several issues. In fact, I've seen this firsthand even this year with someone selling digital products using my strategies. It's amazing that he reached 6 figures, and I'm glad he did that, but there was something that I wish he did, which is what I'm about to tell you, that would have not caused the issues he's dealing with right now, but also made him even more money and longer term. And that is by adding in more digital product offers. To be honest, once you have that proof of concept, you know that there's a market for these products, and that means there are more digital solutions that you can provide. So even if it's something as simple as selling this Canva templates package for these real estate agents for their social medias, how can I get them to buy something more than just that $25 pack? Maybe it's a PDF guide or mini course on how to run TikTok ads for client leads for these real estate agents, or how to make short form content. These are just simple strategies and things that can be placed into digital products that you can provide value to in your specific niche. So let's say, for example, I have it as a post-purchase upsell for $50 to get how to make short form content as a real estate agent. So they buy the templates that's already making sales, so we don't want to affect that. So what we'll do is add that next product in the back end as a post-purchase upsell. So we're not changing anything that's already working, even though we're just breaking even. We're gonna add in this new product and see if this will basically just add $50 profit on top of these orders. So then after the customer buys the pack, we've already made that sale, we're not risking it. Then they'll have the option to buy this exclusive short form content strategy course or planner or ebook, whatever it's going to be, that's going to provide them value. And if it's a good offer, then a lot of people will take it. And that's how you increase your bottom line when selling digital products. And ideally with digital dropshipping, you want to not just sell one simple product forever. You want to get proof of concept with one product, make some sales, and start to expand the horizon with more and more digital solutions, and just expanding the business, providing value, but also making loads and loads of profit. It's absolutely crazy how much profit is inside of digital products, and you're actually providing value and helping people with things that are helping them. So right now, the world is becoming more and more digital, so that means also more and more products are going to become more digital. The other day, I was in the airport at Miami. I just got off the flight from Puerto Rico, and I'm on the phone with my dad, and I feel someone tap me on my shoulder. And I look over, and he's like, "Oh, you're Tanner, I follow you on Instagram." And we ended up talking for a few minutes, and he ended up being on my next flight as well. So we're talking while we're walking to the plane or boarding the plane, and we're talking about selling products. He sells physical products, but he's struggling with it. And I told him that now we're drop shipping digital products. It's a much better alternative when starting your first online business if you actually want to make some profit. And we start talking about courses and ebooks and all these things on specific pain point subjects in health, wealth, happiness, relationships. And I was like, yeah, the market is becoming bigger and bigger. Things like courses are huge and they help a ton of people. In fact, I just bought this course yesterday from Grant Cardone, and he kind of laughed a little bit. And I'm like, what's funny? And he kind of just had the mentality that most people have, that courses are just terrible scams and they're out to get everybody. I was like, you're in college, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, and you pay a lot of money for the courses you're in there, right? He's like, yeah. And I was like, what are they giving you? And he's like, you're right. And I think more and more people's mindsets are starting to shift on how digital products can help you learn a skill set, specifically maybe something that helps you make money or helps you with your relationships or helps you with your health or your mindset. These are all just pain point categories that all of us as humans have. And more people are purchasing digital solutions to help them solve a problem they may be dealing with. And another cool advantage of selling these digital products is that there's a factor of instant gratification for the people buying it. Lots of people are addicted to instant gratification. I think it's important in your life. You need to learn how to separate yourself a little bit. But from the standpoint of selling digital products, the products are instantly delivered to the customers and they get that access pretty much as soon as they pay, which helps give a sense of comfort and just excitement about actually using that product so they can instantly apply it. And the way to really scale this is you want your digital products to solve a specific problem and make sure that your clients are actually getting the result that you are promoting with that digital product and getting them to leave a review or give you a testimonial. These are very powerful things that can help you get to the next level. What I want you to do is get proof of concept, your first sale, run those highest performing organic videos as ads, get more sales, add a new offer to your store, collect testimonials, and scale to the moon. This is exactly what I'm doing to reach over $100,000 per month this year, and I want you to do the same.